What's the one thing you would never buy secondhand? Non-stick cookware. Prosthetics. No secondands for me. I don't mind a secondhand. I can generally have a new socket made. Since insurance won't cover a CPU-controlled prosthetic, my only hope is stumbling across a used bionic or similar hand. Motorcycle helmet. I saw one at a pawn shop once. The left side of it looked like someone took a belt sander to it for a minute straight. Plastic was gone and the inner foam was visible, and cracked apart. They wanted $40 for it. Oh, you guys wouldn't buy used single-use disposable products? Couches. I know people buy them secondhand often, but I find it's easy to conceal prior spills on certain couches. Most couches are disgusting after a few years of use. One time, my roommate had a party and someone literally, on my couch. I had no hope of cleaning it despite 1 week attempt. I was a poor student, so I just pitched it to the curb, as unattractively as possible. Wouldn't you know it, someone dumpster dived and hauled it away. Still grosses me out almost 20 years later. A helmet. They can only take one good hit. Anything that has to do with safety. A couch. I used to work at a pest control company, and the number one thing that brought them in was used furniture, but usually a couch. Those are terrifying. They hide in tiny cracks and crevasses during the day and then come out to feed on you at night. You don't notice until it's too late. You'll start waking up with itchy bites, see little red sprinkles in the seams of your mattress, and eventually see them. One single pregnant female on a throw pillow is all it takes. The male stabs the female in the abdomen, literally, one time, and she's pregnant for life and off to make your life miserable. Then you have to pay $2,500 plus for a company to treat them. And if they miss one pregnant female. Keyboard. I've disassembled quite a few for cleaning, and they are disgusting. If I have the chance, I'd rather use my own or buy a new one. Detest the thought of using someone else's. Lol, I used to always answer this question with, a parachute. Then my paragliding instructor told me to absolutely buy my first chute used. He said I would save thousands and probably resell it for close to what I pay, and as long as it's inspected, it will be totally safe. I mean, if the guy who used it was able to get back on ground to sell it, then it must work, right? Mattress. My local Goodwill sold bathing suits, used lingerie too, just the tops. Once my big sister was going to buy both but assumed they were new but given to Goodwill because the person who bought it ended up not liking it or something. She even asked the lady at the desk about it. When we got to the car, she found out both were stained, especially the lingerie. You can assume with what. I could never buy either of those used, especially after that. Any ominous glowing pendant or jewelry. I'm not trying to get cursed today. Why are the top comments things people realistically wouldn't even think of buying secondhand? Underwear. This was my first thought, but there's actually a whole market for this type of thing. Me personally though? That's a no-go. Baby carrier or child seat. Only from friends where I can be sure that they are accident-free and clean. It'd say a coffin, but actually, coffins are expensive. Besides, you're dead. What does it matter if your coffin is secondhand? My answer has to be a mattress, despite them also being expensive, because you can get all types of diseases and stuff. It's incredibly dangerous. If you do buy one secondhand, I suggest getting it from somewhere trusted, and I suggest deep cleaning the mattress after you get it, because it can be really unsafe. Breast pumps. Unless it's a closed system. When mine were small, most were not closed systems, which allows aerosolized breast milk particles to get places you can't clean. FDA does not recommend it. Pacifiers. When I was pregnant, my mother-in-law gave me a plastic baggie of used pacifiers. She had bought them at a garage sale and told me they'd be fine to use if I just boiled them first. No. Hard pass. They went straight in the trash when I got home. Makeup, never know what germs or SMTH they have. Raspberry beret. One thing? Earphones, underwear, shoes, toothbrush, socks, mattress, I can go on, but my goodness, Teresa, lot. Toys vout never as who know what sort of, on there. Twitter. Skydiving equipment, climbing equipment, anything safety related. Earphones. Toothbrushes. Hey, thanks for subscribing and liking. It really means a lot to me. While you are here, feel free to hop on over to the last video. See you there. Ronnie.